Hey guys, Ace is here from NetPlay Marketing, and in this video I want to share with you how to make $100 a day online as a 16 or 17 year old. Now, before I jump into this though, I do want to say that, if you're not 16 or 17 year old, these methods are still going to work for you. This is really for anybody of any age. I just find that people who are a little bit more, younger sometimes are a little bit more comfortable, or they learn some of the stuff a little bit easier. That I'm going to kind of talk about, because I'm going to talk about 5 different ways that you can actually make money online. And these ways I have either done this myself, I know somebody who's done it, or I've paid somebody to do something like this. Okay, so I wanted to kind of just set the bar for you guys, so you understand that this is something that you can easily do. If you're 16 or 17 years old, and so I want to kind of just break down a few ideas for you of how you can make money. So the first thing that I want to talk to you guys about is digital freelancing. So digital freelancing, guys, pretty much comes down to learning a specific skill and then basically charging people to do it. Okay, so an example of this, especially if you're younger, sometimes in school or something like that, you're learning certain skills, of how to use maybe certain software, maybe like things like Photoshop, maybe doing some audio editing, maybe doing different things like that, especially graphic work, for example, or it's a really big one if you know how to use Photoshop. And even if you don't know how to use Photoshop right now, you can probably find some time to learn the skills of how to use Photoshop, maybe even on really basic level, right? And to take a few months to really learn it. And then what you can do is you can use websites like Fiverr.com to even find customers or clients or people who are looking, or you just set up a couple of ads on Craigslist or Kijiji or something like that, and you can go ahead and actually go ahead and basically just post that you're available and you're willing to do this type of work. And if you just go and scroll through, I guarantee you'll find small business owners and people who would love to have somebody to actually do some of this work for them. Like I'll give you an example of myself, right? I've paid people to do some simple graphic work for me because I'm not the greatest thing. I can do some really basic stuff when it comes to graphic design, but when it comes to maybe designing an actual logo or designing some sort of a template or something like that, I'm not the greatest at it, right? So I'll use some free tools like Canva and stuff like that to do it. But if you know how to use Photoshop, I have used people to help design me logos and other stuff when I just don't have the time, or I just feel like I want somebody that's a little bit better at this than I am to go ahead and create it for me, right? So you can easily find people and business owners who would be willing to pay you at least $100, depending on what you're doing, maybe even more so, for you to go ahead and do that. So technical stuff is always a really big thing for you guys to be able to do that as a digital freelance. So things like Photoshop, or even if you can learn how to set up a website, how to set up hosting and stuff like that. Simple things like that, especially tech, around tech. People who are maybe a little bit older, who aren't as comfortable or don't know how to do that, they'll pay you easily $100 to set something up like that, 100%. So method number 2. All right, guys. So in this next method, right, it's more for those people who have a passion for writing. So if you have a passion for writing, I think that's something it's kind of a bit of a lost art, but there's definitely some specific skills that you can actually learn within writing that could actually help you make money online. So one way is copywriting. So if you want to actually learn how to do things like copywriting and things like that, it's a really great skill. Even I'm not that great at it, but people will pay literally thousands and thousands of dollars for somebody who is a really good copywriter. And so it's a skill that you can maybe learn throughout the process if you enjoy writing, right? Because it really is like an art form. But for something a little bit more basic, right, something you guys can do is, like, if you're just a creative person, you like to write stories and things like that, something else that you can do is you can get books and stories published on Kindle, right? And so there's I've read stories of guys who are young people who are like 16, 17, 18 years old, that literally write like mystery novels or mystery stories, and they just release them on Kindle, right? And so they have like an audience of people who actually enjoy their writing, enjoy their stories, and so they've actually built basically a small little business where they make multiple hundreds of dollars, maybe even $1,000 days, literally from just writing these stories. So if you're a creative person and you like writing, that's definitely another way that you can definitely make money online. All right, method number 3. So in this one, guys, it's more for those people who have, who are photography buffs, people who like to take pictures, and I guess the only prerequisite is that you have a nice camera. So there's websites out there, things like Shutterstock and other tons of websites just like them, that basically will allow you to go ahead and upload stock photos to to their photo library that people will actually pay for them to get access to. And so if you like taking pictures and you like photography and you have a great camera, that's something that you could definitely do, right? And stock photos photos is something that are always in use, especially for people who market, their businesses online, which there's a ton of people out there, myself included, right, that we use, websites like Shutterstock, where we actually pay to go ahead and actually use stock photos. And there's always a need for stock photos. Nobody wants to have the same two photos on their thing, and so having a selection is always great. So if you want to do this method, what I would definitely recommend is getting into into niches or into businesses where there's going to be a lot of demand really for pictures. So things like I said, like online business is a huge one, or business in general, really, right? But I think online business would be a really, really huge market for you to get into. Things like health and fitness, right? So exercise. So if you have a few people who are athletes, people who like to work out and stuff like that, maybe taking pictures of them, it can be a twofold thing where you help them out, taking pictures, because people like to put stuff on like their Instagram and stuff like that. You can even get paid for doing something like that, right? But on the side though, there's that you can also use these pictures and upload them to something like Shutterstock, and then when people use these images, you actually get paid for it, right? So you can easily make it, a side income or even a full-time income if you're taking a lot of pictures, right, by just doing something like that. So that would be method number 3. Method number 4. All right, guys. So for this method, I'm going to specifically talk about gaming channels. So this is all for my gamers out there, but you can use this sort of model for for different things as well. And if you have if you have an interest in a different niche, I'm just going to use video games because it's one that I see a lot of people use, and I think it's a great way for you to be able to make some income. So basically, what happens, guys, is that this is actually kind of like a twofold sort of business model, because you can actually kind of leverage one to do the other, and I'm going to explain to you guys how. So there's a lot of gamers out there who love to share their gameplay, right? So they use things like Twitch, right, to go ahead and actually broadcast their their gameplay. And so they basically get on camera and they're playing games, and they're kind of just talking through it and sharing their experience with people, right, as they're playing their games. And so there's a lot of people who actually enjoy watching people play these games, right? And so what you can do is that while you're doing this, right, you can get people to go ahead and subscribe to your YouTube channel, right? And so when you guide people over to your YouTube channel, you're building up an audience, right? You're building up an audience of people who actually enjoy what you're doing, right? And once you send them over to your YouTube channel, you can potentially get more viewers on YouTube, right, for them to watch other videos of you playing, right? So not just of you playing live, but for you other games, other sessions that you've actually done, that you've actually played live. And so what's going to happen is if you build up a big enough audience, I know gamers who literally make a full-time income just by doing that on YouTube. Okay, and so that's a really great way for you to make it income. But another way that you can actually make income is you can actually ask people not for donations, but contributions rather, on Patreon. And so Patreon is basically a website that basically allows people to go ahead and either like donate or to contribute to your channel, right? Because they enjoy the content you're putting out there, and so they're actually willing to pay you to go ahead and basically continue to provide that content for them. And so you can actually get paid by Patreon, so basically direct donations or direct contributions from people, as well as building up your audience on YouTube, which you can then leverage and make money off of AdSense and other stuff later on as well. So it's kind of like a twofold thing, and you can basically work your way up to making a lot of money, and all you got to do is play some games. Pretty cool. Last but not least, guys, method number 5. So this is probably my favorite method of all the methods that I've talked to you guys about today. And the reason why is because I feel that you can start off as a beginner with affiliate marketing and scale yourself up to really a full-time income and beyond, right? There's tons of affiliate marketers out there who make a full-time income just with affiliate marketing. So if you're not familiar with affiliate marketing, guys, the idea is really, really simple. One of the most popular ways that I know that a lot of people get started in affiliate marketing is with something like Amazon affiliates. Okay, so let me describe kind of how the process works. Let's say you have this tablet here. Okay, I bought this tablet a little while ago, and let's say you have this tablet on Amazon, listed on Amazon. So Amazon has an affiliate program. It's called Amazon Affiliates, and basically what you can do is you sign up with them, and when you promote a product, through Amazon, right? And if somebody were to buy the product, then what happens is that Amazon will actually pay you a commission for selling the product on their website, right? So let's say we had this product that we wanted to promote, and this is a tablet that people used to either use kind of like a whiteboard on their computers, right? And so what happens is, let's say if you were to recommend this product, let's say maybe on your website or on a YouTube video, you maybe did a review for it, right? And you're sharing with people, how you actually made this happen, right? Or how you can use the product, right? And people, saw your video, or they landed on your website and they saw a review that you did for this product, right? And what you could do is you can have like a link on your website that says, hey, if you like this product, or if you're thinking about buying it, you can find it right here. So when people click on that link and if they get sent to Amazon and they actually buy this product, you make a commission for it. So let's say this product is actually I think it's about $150, something like that. right? You'll get paid a certain percentage, off of $150, maybe like $20 or $30 for you actually selling this product. So that's kind of how it works, right? And so the link that you actually use is a unique link that only belongs to you. And so that's what happens when you sign up as an affiliate, right, under a website. And there's tons of websites out there that have different products and different services that you can actually promote. You just got to find one that works for you. But I know that Amazon is one that a lot of people actually get started with because it's so simple, right? It's products that people are already buying. You're pretty much just sending people over to getting them to buy it from you. Okay, so affiliate marketing, I think, is a really amazing way for you to be able to make income online. And so if you're just getting started and you want to find a way that you can actually start making some money online and start scaling up your business relatively quickly, I think affiliate marketing would definitely be your answer. All right, guys, so that's all I really wanted to share with you guys here in today's video. Hopefully that helped you guys get some ideas of how you can make $100 a day online as a 16 or 17-year-old, or really any age, okay? Because these methods you can use for anything, right? Especially affiliate marketing. I think this is probably one of the best ways for you to actually get started. So I hope this video is really helpful. If it did, then make sure you give the video a like. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to be sharing a lot more training videos on how you can actually make money online. And so if you have any other questions or anything else about anything I've talked to you guys about today, make sure you hit the comments down below, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.